Hello, hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I hope you are doing amazing. I'm so excited to be here with you today. So, today we're going to practice some phrasal verbs. I know that some of you guys have been asking us for phrasal verbs to work in a call center, that some of you want to know more vocabulary. So, today I'm going to teach you the following phrasal verb, which is to call off. All right, I'm gonna write it down for you to read it. To call off. So an example would be my boss decided to call today's meeting off. To call today's meeting off. I'm gonna write it down for you. So let me see if I can write it down. My boss decided to call today's meeting off. My boss decided to call today's meeting off. Lagarrete, hi Lagarrete, how you doing? Thank you for joining. So if any one of you wants to participate, I'm gonna share the link. Let me see if I can share it here. Because Wolski, hi Wolski, how you doing? So I'm gonna share the link, and if anyone wants to participate with me, feel free to jump in on. Okay, Edgar, hi Edgar, how you doing? Thank you for joining. So today I'm teaching you some important phrasal verbs to work in a call center. The one I just mentioned was to call off. So to call off means to cancel something. For example, I can say my boss decided to call today's meeting off. To call off. Once again, it means to cancel something. Luis, hi Luis, how you doing? Thank you for joining. So once again, just to recap, I just shared the link, and if you want to participate in the live video with me, feel free to join, and we can have a nice conversation together, or we can talk about certain phrasal verbs, or if you have any specific question, feel free to do it, and I'll be happy to explain that to you. All right, Eduardo. Thank you, Eduardo, for your support. All right, so the next phrasal verb that I want to teach you guys today is to call out. To call out. In English, when you say that a person called you out, that means that you received reprimand. Maybe you did something wrong, and that person gave you a reprimand. For example, I could say, my boss gave me a reprimand. Let me see. I have Wolski. Hey Wolski, how you doing?
I'm fine, bro. Fine, bro. What about you?
Great, thank you for joining, Wolski. Tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Haiti. I'm from Haiti. Right now, I'm in foreign France.
From Haiti. Wow, that's
This is my first
amazing.
time on your
Your
broadcast, but I'm
your first time.
a really good fan of your channel. Because you, yeah, yeah,
That, that's great, Wolski. I appreciate your
yeah. My
support.
first
So
time, man.
for how long have you been supporting
I'm a very, very
Hypernary?
big fan, and I love the work you and Joshua did on this channel, man. You have very many people, man.
Thank you, Wolski. I feel so happy that you support.
Since 6 months because I didn't heard talking about your channel, but when I discovered that, so it is so the entire feeling my heart and that feeling my place, and I spend every time.
That's great to hear, Wolski. Thank you. I appreciate your support. So your English is
I have a,
great, by the way.
I have a very bad connection in my country, man, because it is there are so many operators of internet. They are cutting off the internet at every moment. So yeah.
No, it's okay. No problem. I appreciate
So
the fact that you
I
decided
can
to
be
join me.
performing very well and when I'm in broadcast, so it's not a problem. My internet connection.
It's okay, Wolski, no problem. Thank you once again for your support. Apparently, Wolski is having some internet issues, but it's okay. It was so nice of him to join because it makes me feel happy, makes me feel excited that you guys are supporting Hypernary. So, Whaler, thanks a lot for your help. And so, hello, my brothers. Hey, how you doing? Edgar, it is nice to join. I work in a call center right now. I started learning with you. That's great, Edgar. Thank you for supporting Hypronary. I feel so happy that you guys are watching our videos and that you guys are learning with our content and from our videos. So once again, I was explaining to you guys the meaning of the phrasal verb to call out. I already wrote it down for you. So to call out means to receive a reprimand from somebody. Let's suppose that you did something wrong and somebody calls you out. So that means that you received a reprimand. I got a comment. Let me see. From Wolski. Problem with my internet connection, so I will stay in the public. No worries, Wolski. I understand. I appreciate the fact that you jumped in on. Thank you for joining. That's great. Um, Let me see. Eduardo, guys, smash that thumbs up button. I appreciate your support. Edner, let me read Edner's comment. Hi, Emmanuel. Hello, Edner. Thank you for supporting us. That's great. I appreciate your support. All right, so the next phrasal verb that I want to teach you guys today is to call back. I already wrote it down for you guys to call back. So when I say call back, that means that I return a phone call. So let me write it down for you. Return a phone call. So this phrasal verb is really useful in a call center environment because I could say, so I'm gonna call you back later. That means that I'm gonna return a phone call later, or I'm gonna give you a call back later. That means to give a call. Let me write it down for you. A call back. To give a call back. Antonella. Hi, Emma. Thank you for joining. That's great. I didn't know that you are watching my videos. That's great. Thank you. I appreciate your support. I know you are from Peru, Antonella. Thank you. So, guys, if anyone wants to join me, I already shared the link. Let me share it once again if you want to join me. Just 1 second, because it will be nice to have a conversation with somebody, all right? So, that's the link. Feel free to click over the link and jump in on today's live. Eduardo, thank you, bro. Whaler, some advice to improve my listening skills. It's difficult to me. Whaler, my recommendation to you would be forcing yourself to listen to as much content as you can. Actually, throughout the call center course, we have been encouraging our students to improve their listening skills um, by listening to songs, music, videos, because otherwise it's impossible to improve your listening skills. I know that you may have a lot of vocabulary, you may know a lot of words, a lot of phrasal verbs, etc. But if you never listen to real English, if you never listen to spoken English, it will be impossible for you to improve your listening skills. So, Whaler, once again, my recommendation to you is to actually speak English with other people. You need to make friends, maybe you need to interact with native English speakers because that's the only way for you to improve your listening skills. Daniel Cañas from Costa Rica. Hello, Daniel. Saludos desde Costa Rica. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate your support. Actually, I'm from Costa Rica as well, if you didn't know, Daniel. So we are from the same country. Thank you. Mary says the better. Hi, Mary. Thank you. Um, so let me write down the next phrasal verb to call around. To call around. Let me write it down. All right, guys. To call around means to call different people when you are looking for some information. For example, let's suppose that you want to know something and you start calling around. That means that you start calling different people in order to get certain information. I got somebody, Nelson Etner. Let me let you. Hello, Nelson.
Yes, I'm here, sir.
How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm great. Thank you for joining. I'm so happy to see you. Where are you from?
I'm happy to see you, to catch you and the meeting too, sir.
That's great. Where are you from? What's your country?
Okay, I'm from Haiti, but currently I live Dominican Republic.
Wow, that's great. You know what? We actually have a lot of subscribers from Haiti. That's great. I'm so happy that
Yes,
you are supporting my channel.
yeah, you're doing an amazing job. Since 2020, I followed your channel. I
Wow,
learned a lot of skill with your channel, but now I can maintain a conversation for 10 or 15 minutes because of your channel. So I'm so happy.
that's
And
impressive. So you have been watching different videos from our channel, right?
yeah, I almost watch all the videos on the channel. So I make
That's
sure
great to
to
hear.
work so hard every
So
single day.
Nelson, would you like to do a role play with me? Maybe we can have a conversation. Are you down for that? Like, would you like to have a conversation about a certain topic? For example, a job interview, like a role play. Are you down for that?
Yes, I am really interested of them. So
Okay.
I'm so
Okay.
excited if you give me this opportunity
Yes.
to do it.
Yes. Let's suppose. Okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario. Okay. Let's suppose that you are applying for a job, and I'm the recruiter. Okay. I'm going to
Okay, that's
ask
no
you
problem.
two questions, and you're supposed to give me an answer. And depending on those questions, I'm gonna hire you. Okay? It's a role play.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, well, wait. Give me 1 second. Give
Okay.
me. Okay.
Sure.
Give me
Sure.
1 second to settle my computer.
It's okay. While you are
Okay.
setting that up, I'm gonna read. Let
Yeah.
me check. I'm gonna read Daniel's comment. Just 1 second. I've been watching your videos and I took some of
Yeah.
your tips. And thanks for that, I was able to get my job. Now I work at Amazon and I use some of your phrases on my emails. Wow, Daniel, that's great. All right, so Nelson, are you ready?
Um, I'm almost done. Wait a
All
second
right,
for me, please.
no problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Alex, howdy. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Somebody is asking about Haiti's language. This person says, what language do they speak in Haiti? Is it French? So, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's Creole, like some sort of French dialect. Am I right, Nelson? What language do you speak in Haiti? Is it French? It's all right. Maybe Nelson
Yeah.
is
Yeah, French and Creole.
Creole. All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
French and Creole.
I'm
Okay.
French and Creole.
That's great. Okay, I got another comment by Enrique. Enrique says, "Salúdame, carnal." He wrote in Spanish. Hello, Enrique. Thank you for your support. I'm so happy that you are watching my live today. There is Winston, Haitian, speak French and Creole. All right. So let's see if Nelson is ready. I don't know if Nelson is having some issues.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Can you hear me, Nelson? Perhaps Nelson is having some issues. Let me try to let him in again. No, I think Nelson is having some issues. Nelson, perhaps you can join back because for some reason you are having some issues. Um, Eric Santos, let me read it. Eric's comment. ¿Qué me recomiendan estudiar para trabajar en call center? Eric, in this case, you have to learn fluent English. Some places they just require speaking good English. That's it. Let's see. Wolski, can we get a WhatsApp group or Telegram to keep up practicing? Wolski, by the way, we have a WhatsApp group, Hypronary WhatsApp group. So maybe I will share the link later on for you to join the group because there are approximately 200 people already in that group. They practice on a daily basis, so maybe you could join that WhatsApp group for practice purposes. All right. So let's see, Luis. Luis's comment: when you answer a call and you don't understand what the person is saying, how to proceed professionally with this situation? Okay, Luis, that is a very common question. I keep receiving the same question every day. Um, Luis, I would recommend improving your listening skills before working in a call center. Why? Because if you're working in a call center and you find yourself not understanding customers, this is going to lead to you getting escalated. This is going to lead to you getting low scores by QA. So you're going to get in trouble. So in this particular case, I would recommend listening to as many phone calls as possible. We actually have a lot of videos where you can practice your listening skills so this doesn't happen to you. Because when you are working in production, when you are working in a call center setting or environment, you are supposed to understand everything, all right? Let's see Daniel's comment. Are you going to see the game between Saprissa and Liga Deportiva La Juelense? I'd like to meet you somewhere and hopefully get a photo with you. Is the sentence get a photo is grammatically correct? Um, well, Danielle, you can say get a photo, but grammatically speaking, you have to say take a photo. Take a photo of you or take a photo of us. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch that match because I'm always busy working and planning and doing many things, by the way. But perhaps we could meet up somewhere. Joshua and I are always working and stuff like that. But perhaps we could plan a meetup and take a photo of us. All right. So let me see Baker's comment. Baker's comment. I work in the construction sector and I'm learning English to get a better job. Wow, Baker, that's great. Actually, we have a lot of subscribers from different countries who work in different fields, like in construction, drivers, etc. And they are learning English with us. That's impressive. Wow, thank you. Let's see Jorge's comment. I've been watching your videos the last week from now, and I'm glad to tell you that I got a job as a customer service agent. Thank you for your tips. Wow, Jorge, thank you for supporting us. That's great. I'm so happy that you are learning English with us and that our content has been useful for you, right? So let's see. Let me check another comment. Enrique's comment. How often do you make these lives? Enrique, we have been going live on Mondays mostly, but today I decided to go live because I wanted to teach some useful vocabulary for working in a call center. But once again, just to recap, Mondays are the days where we go live, mostly Mondays. For example, last Monday we went live and we are going live next Monday. So please stay tuned because we are going to continue teaching vocabulary every Monday, Joshua and I. Let me see someone else's comment. Comment. Does professionally to use phrasal verb during the interview? Is it professional to use phrasal verbs during the interview or speak with someone higher than you? Okay, let me explain that to you. Phrasal verbs are part of the English language, so there is no problem whatsoever if you want to use phrasal verbs. That's totally okay, and you can feel free to use them as long as you know how to use them. The problem with phrasal verbs is that sometimes people get confused or they get baffled and they happen to misuse phrasal verbs. So that's the problem right there because during job interviews, sometimes they are gauging or they are measuring your speaking skills. And if for some reason you don't know how to use phrasal verbs properly, that's gonna hamper your possibilities of getting the job. So you can feel free to use them, but be careful. Okay. So let me read Danny's comment. How can I do to work in a call center from Venezuela? Thanks for every video that you up help a lot. Please share the WhatsApp link. Okay, Danny. Honestly, I don't know about call centers in Venezuela. I'm not aware because I'm not in Venezuela. I'm from Costa Rica. So what I would recommend is that you maybe do some research on Google and maybe you can look up for call centers in Venezuela. Let me see. Alain, can you say hi to me, please? Yes, Alain. Hi. Thank you for writing that comment. Thank you for joining today's live, and thank you for supporting Hypernary. Thank you once again. I feel so excited because today a lot of people are participating, and that means a lot to me. Andres' comment, besides of being fluent in English, what other skills do I need to work in a call center? Okay, Andres, you need to learn typing skills. You need to maybe some basic computer skills because you're gonna be using different programs, different softwares, and maybe some office packages like maybe Excel or maybe Word. Those are the programs and tools that you're going to be using on a daily basis in a call center. Enigmas. Hey, Emma, what's up? Hey, I would like to ask you a question. It is how long does it took you to learn English? Okay, how long did it take you to learn English? Enigmas, be careful there because there is a grammar mistake. You have to say, how long did it take you to learn English? I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down. Just 1 second. How long did it take you to learn English? Be careful because it is a grammar mistake. Not just a grammar mistake, the whole sentence structure is wrong. How long did it take you to learn English? Okay, frankly, I've been learning English for a long time, maybe 15 or 17 years, but I became fluent in approximately 5 years. Um, Let me read this other comment. Dale's comment. Thanks for your help. That means the world to me. Don't forget to share the Instagram link, please. I'm actually gonna share the WhatsApp link for you to join the group. All right. So thank you for dropping that comment. Diego, thanks a lot for sharing your knowledge. I like to know if you upload and share all those live sessions on this channel. Yes, Diego, of course. I always upload those videos, and whenever we go live, we share the content for you to learn and for you to practice. All right. So just stay tuned because we go live every Monday. Today is an exception. I decided to go live, but we go live on Mondays. All right. So let's see, Danielle, would you mind clarifying something for me? How would you describe a person that speaks fluent English? Okay, Daniel, if you ask me, I would say the following. A person who speaks fluent English is a person who can have a conversation about any topic, any topic. That means that that person doesn't have any communication issues. That means that that person is able to get all the messages across, all the ideas across, and that person is ready to have or even to hold a conversation at any time. That is a fluent person. Because sometimes some people say, no, I speak English, my English is very fluent. But when you try to have a conversation with them about technology, for example, or when you try to have a conversation with them about soccer, they don't know how to speak. Um, or they don't know how to have a conversation about those topics because they are not fluent enough. Ceci, let me read Ceci's comment. You are the best. Thank you, Ceci. I appreciate your support. Where are you from, Ceci, by the way? Thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. Developers channel. How can I quickly enhance my listening skills? The same thing applies here. So if you want to improve your listening skills, you have to listen to spoken English as much as you can. You have to do it as often as you can and as much as you can. Let me read somebody else's comment. Dell's comment. You go live every Monday. There is an exact time? If yes, just let us know, please. Yes. This moment we are going live every Monday at um let me write it down for you at 1600 hours Costa Rican time. Let me write it down for you. Just 1 second. 1600 hours. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Let me write it down for you once again. Uh-huh. Central Standard Time or Costa Rica time because I'm located in Costa Rica. Yes, I'm sorry. 1600 hours Central Standard Time or Costa Rican time because I'm in Costa Rica. Okay, let me read this comment. Enrique, I think a good idea would be a conversation group at least 2 hours beside this live. I would pay for that. Enrique, um we're actually putting together different groups because we decided to launch a call center group. So maybe you could participate in the course. I'm gonna write down our email. Let me write it down for you guys. If you are interested in the course, please feel free to send us an email at hypronary. Let me write it down for you. Hypronary at gmail.com. Just 1 second. Hypronary at gmail.com. So once again, if you are interested in joining the call center course, feel free to send us an email at hypronary at gmail.com. So let me see because I got a comment from Ceci. Ceci says that she's from Guatemala. Wow, thank you, Ceci. We actually have a lot of followers from Guatemala. Not only from Guatemala, we have a lot of subscribers from all over Central America, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Belize, Costa Rica, Panama, and then Mexico, United States, Canada, in North America. We got a lot of people from everywhere. Javier, let me read Javier's comment. Javier's comment. Would you mind telling me about your WhatsApp's group? Yes, we actually have a WhatsApp group with approximately 200 participants. So I'm gonna share the link later on in the comments section below for you guys to join if you want. All right, everybody practices English on a daily basis in that group. So if you want to participate, if you want to practice with other people, you can feel free to do it. Okay, let's see Victor's comment. Hey, Emmanuel, I have been watching some videos of your channel. I'm working for a call center. However, sometimes people don't get what I'm saying. What do you think it is the problem? Victor, perhaps you need to learn how to synchronize your ideas. That's something that I face every day with my students. As you already know, I'm an English teacher and I keep receiving comments, I keep receiving questions, messages, emails from many people asking me the following. Um, what can I do to improve my English when it comes to explaining my ideas, when it comes to expressing my ideas, or when it comes to getting my ideas across? So let me explain to you. That's something you need to work on so much. You need to learn how to synchronize your ideas. And how do you go about doing that? How can you do that? Maybe you have to read in English because, for example, when you read a magazine, when you read a newspaper, when you read formal articles, etc., you learn how to use correct structures, and that's how you learn how to synchronize your ideas in English because they use perfect grammatical structures. And if you do that, I'm sure that you're gonna improve your communication skills and practice. If you don't have a partner, you can practice on your own. Maybe you can do it in front of the mirror. You can talk alone. Okay, just 1 second. I have to moderate a comment because I keep receiving this. Uh, I have to block a new block a user because they are sharing something inappropriate. Okay, let's see. Whaler's comment. I would like to join in your call center course, but I can't join in the meeting at 6 p.m. because I'm from Guatemala. Guys, we're actually considering launching a morning course, perhaps at 9 a.m. So as soon as we have all the information, we're gonna make it public. All right, please stay tuned because in a few weeks, perhaps next month, we'll be launching a course in the morning. So stay tuned. Perhaps I will upload a video, or perhaps I will let you guys know throughout a live. All right, so stay tuned. um Let me see Santiago's comment. I want the course, but I want to know the average salary of a call center full English. Santiago, it depends on your country because every single country has a different salary. For example, here in Costa Rica, the average salary for a customer service position is approximately 800 or even $900. And depending on the call center, you may make over $1,000, perhaps $1,100. It depends a lot on the company, depends a lot on the account, depends a lot on the job position that you get, right? Let me see another comment. Joe Aries Sebastian says, "Hi there. I have an advanced level. Do you think it is enough for me to get a job as a customer service representative?" Of course, if you have a good English level, then you can just go ahead and apply for a job position. What not? Why not? Just give it a try. The only way for you to find out whether or not you'll get the job is by actually giving it a try. If you never give it a try, you will never find out. Let me see Javier's comment. Do you have any service of conversational classes or something else in order to improve my listening, excuse me, my English and fluency? Yes, Javier. Send me an email. I can help you with that, okay? I'm gonna write it down for you once again. Javier, uh, hypronary, hypronary at gmail.com. Hypronary@gmail.com. Please send me an email and I can offer you conversational classes only, because if you're interested in just practicing your English, maybe you are not confident enough and you want to practice English with me, or if you want to learn something specific, just let me know and I'll be happy to offer you that service. This moment I'm teaching several students from different countries. Actually, I have like approximately 60 students apart from the call center course, because we also have a call center course. But I'm sure that I'm gonna squeeze you in. I'm gonna make some room for you and I'll be happy to help you with that. All right, so let's see more comments, because I have a lot of comments today. Guys, you are participating so much and that means so much to me. Thank you. Jorge says, I'm from Colombia, and as I told you, all your videos helped me a lot to get my job. I'm learning, but your content will help me to improve more, of course. Yes, Jorge, that's my intention and Joshua's intention as well. We are constantly teaching English, we are constantly providing tips and tools for you guys to improve your English. And if you are interested in working in a call center, we're gonna give you all the tools that you need in order to for you to make it into a call center. All right. So English with Edison says, "Hi Emmanuel, it is my pleasure to be joined to this live. I'm really flabbergasted and dumbfounded, dude. I'm from Peru, Lima. Thank you, English with Edison. I know that you are a very faithful follower because you always drop a lot of comments, a lot of questions, and I know that you support Hypernary so much. So thank you. I appreciate it so much. Let's see, Lisbeth. Which call center companies do you think are the best to work? Well, Lisbeth, I don't know your nationality. I don't know if you are in Costa Rica, if you are in Central or in South America. I don't know, or if you are in the Caribbean. It depends a lot on your country, but at least here in Costa Rica, some of the best call centers are maybe Amazon. Actually, Amazon is one of the best call centers to work at. Let me see Javier's comment once again. I'm also interested in the call center course, but I'm currently in an academy, so I have to wait to complete that in February to afford that sort of investment. Javier, no worries. We are going to continue launching different courses because many people are interested. We have a lot of um, people who want to join the courses. So next year, maybe by January, maybe by February, or even by March, we're gonna open up more enrollment dates. So please stay tuned because we'll definitely find a place for you. All right. Joaquin says, learning English is like being a baby learning a language. You listen, repeat, and you acquire information. Okay, Joaquin, actually, I love this comment because I'm the type of person who believes in the baby method. Actually, I made up this term, the baby method. So, what is the baby method? The baby method is when you learn English like a baby does or as a baby. That means that you don't learn grammar, you don't care about grammar whatsoever, but you acquire the language. You listen to other people, you imitate other people, and you mimic other people. For example, let's say that you listen to an audio, you listen to a podcast, or you watch a video and you try to imitate the speaker. You try to mimic the pronunciation. So that's the baby method, or that's acquisition. David Lara, let me read David's comment. Phrasal verbs, dying for that. All right, so yes, actually today's live is about phrasal verbs. However, I'm reading a lot of comments that I'm receiving today. So I already mentioned to call back. I'm gonna write them down again to call out. To call out. 1 second. And to call around, as well as to call off. Right, guys. So for those of you who joined after I explained those phrasal verbs, I'm gonna give you the meaning once again. To call out, I'm sorry, to call back means to return a phone call. I'm gonna project my comment. To call back means to return a phone call or to give a call back. Right? So the next one is to call out. To call out is to give somebody a reprimand. Maybe when you do something wrong and you give, and you get a reprimand or you get a dressing down or a talking to. To call around is when you call many people or different people in order to get a piece of information that you want. And then to call off means to cancel something. Maybe when you cancel a meeting or when you cancel a meetup, you can say, I'm going to call today's meeting off. I'm going to cancel today's meeting. Let's see, Javier. So, as to learn phrasal verbs, idioms, and collocations as well, I highly recommend the phrasal verbs, collocations, and idioms in use by Cambridge. Well, Javier, you're right. That's true. You're actually able to find a lot of useful information on Cambridge. So, guys, yeah, you can actually do that. Um, Let me see another comment. Even, hi, Emmanuel. Greetings from Managua. Thank you, even from Nicaragua. That's a beautiful country. Thank you for supporting Hypronary. Zul, some example with call out. All right, so I'm gonna give you an example. Let's suppose that your son. Okay, let's suppose that your. I'm gonna write it down. Okay, your son is hitting your car. Okay, let's suppose that I'm gonna. Yeah, your son. This is the example. Let's suppose that your son is hitting your car, and you tell your son, son, please, please do not hit please do not hit my car. I'm gonna project it for you to read it. And you tell your son, son, please do not hit my car. But your son keeps on hitting your car repeatedly. So you call out, you call out your son by telling him, if you keep on doing that, I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna punish you, for example. So that's an example. Let me project it for you. You call out your son by telling him, I made a mistake, sorry, by telling him, if you keep on doing that, I'm gonna punish you. So to call out means to give someone a reprimand. So even says called out sick. No, actually, even you're wrong. You have to say calling sick. You're mistaken. Calling sick. Call out has a different meaning. Be careful. When you call in sick, that means that you are sick and you can make it to work. So you call your boss and let's say you say, hey boss, I'm sick. I can work today. So I'm going to the doctor, for example. So calling in sick is not the same as calling someone out. Just be careful. All right. So let me see this other comment. What's the difference between help and help out? Okay. When you help someone, that's when you do something for someone, when you do someone a favor. It could be a simple favor. Let's suppose that you help someone wash the car. You help someone do the dishes. That's when you do someone a favor. However, when you help someone out, that's when somebody has big problems, help you out, for example. Big problems, and you are helping them resolve their problems. In this case, you are not actually doing them a favor, but you are working in tandem with them in order to resolve their problems. So that's the difference. The first one is when you do someone a favor, and the second one is when you help someone resolve their problems. You work in tandem with them, right? Let me see this other comment. I'm gonna call out you if you still making. Just be careful because you have to say I'm gonna call you out. To call you out, you cannot say call out you. You have to say to call you out. Be careful. To call you out. Okay, William says it means that it is better to use help out in the call center industry. Correct? Yes, that's correct. Why? Because sometimes, if not most times, customers have problems. That means that if you help them out, you are working hard in order to resolve their problems. All right, so let's see Daniel's comment. What would be the difference between call around and gather around? Ah, there is a big difference. All right, so what would be the difference between call around and gather around? I already explained that to you guys. To call around means to, I'm gonna project it for you guys. To call around means to make phone calls in order to find something out. Let's suppose that you call different people in order to find something out. But to gather around, let me write it down for you guys. Gather around. Uh-huh. Gather around is when you compile pieces of data or pieces of information. Compile, let me write it down for you. Compile data from different sources. Uh-huh. Okay, to gather around means to compile data from different sources. So you don't necessarily call people, but let's suppose that you look up the information. Let's suppose that you resort to Google, you resort to YouTube, or you resort to different sources in order to gather around uh, data or any piece of information that you want. All right. So, guys, let me see this other comment. Enigma says, okay, Emma, but who uses that phrasal verb call out, your boss or the customer? For instance, your boss can tell you, I'm gonna call you out because I told you hang out a call and you didn't do. Actually, my boss or your boss is gonna use the phrasal verb call out. For example, your boss can tell you, I'm gonna call you out if you don't do the following, or I'm gonna call you out because you came in late today. Uh-huh. You come in late today. So your boss is gonna call you out because you came in late today. All right, guys. So thank you for joining today's live. I'm gonna keep on teaching you more phrasal verbs in the upcoming days. So thank you for all your support, all your comments, and even all your questions. So please stay tuned because we're gonna go live on Monday next time. And once again, if you are interested in joining the call center course, I'm gonna write down our email once again, in case you're interested. All right, hypernary at gmail.com. Hypernary at gmail.com. Once again, send us an email if you are interested in the call center course, and we're gonna send you all the details and pieces of information that you require. The next course is gonna begin on October the 24th, October 24th, 2022, in case you are interested. All right. Even Calvo, actually, He's working at this moment on some projects. So I decided to go live alone, but he's gonna join me on Monday. So no worries. He's always working and planning things. We are working together. Sometimes we split our tasks, and this time it was the case. We split our tasks. So he's doing all right and he's around. So no worries. Thank you and see you next time.